So, Michael, thank you for joining us for the interview. So, how have you been over the last couple of weeks during COVID?
I've just been, nothing's changed regarding the work side of it. I've been working anyway with the job I do. Only thing that's really changed is the lack of football for the girls, unfortunately, but hopefully it'll not be too long till we're back on the pitch.
So, in regards to the interview tonight, it's mostly just an informal one, just to see, to tell us who you are as Rossvale chairperson. So, just to kick it off, who's the best footballer you've ever seen in person?
Best footballer I've seen quite a few, but for me, I would say Maradona.
Nice. Yeah, obviously a massive impact in the game, when we've seen his passing just there. What's the greatest stadium you've ever been to?
Greatest stadium? Well, apart from my own team, I'd probably say Borussia Dortmund. I was there in the late 80s, a European game, and it was nice. I don't know if it's improved since then, but at that time, it was impressive with the atmosphere.
Yeah, they say, obviously, Bayern Munich's quite the biggest team in Germany, but I think many would say that Dortmund kind of beats them for atmosphere at times. So, what's your favourite Scottish women's national team player at the moment?
At the moment, or
just in general?
In general, for me, it would be Julie Fleeting. I think she was a benchmark for what the ladies' game shows. That's just in my time, because that's a lassie or a woman that made it. I mean, went to America, came back to England, came back to Scotland, and for me, she was the best I've seen in the Scotland national team.
Yeah, definitely. Given the amount of achievements of sort of racked up in recent years, just shows how far people like Julie Fleeting have brought it, in the women's game in Scotland. Looking at sort of locally, where do you see Rossvale women's football team in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, I'm hoping to see Rossvale women's team being established in the women's game, a real established team in the women's setup.
Do you think joining the championship that's the sort of first step in getting to that stage in 10 years?
Definitely, that's reaching the championship would be a great achievement for where we've came from, and for me, hopefully that's a stepping stone to go to better things, i.e. move forward up the leagues.
How has Rossvale's management team sort of adapted during the COVID lockdown?
Well, I know that Craig and Stephen and Nicole, etc., have been working hard in the background. They have been they've been setting up plans, not just for the ladies section, but the whole academy, from the Fun Fours right to the ladies section. So as when we're back on the field, we're going to be hitting the ground ready. So they've been working really hard, and in between they've still been liaison with coaches, and more importantly, making sure that the women's team, they keep in contact with them as well.
You mentioned there about the Rossvale Academy. How proud were you to see players from the academy make appearances for Rossvale just before the football curtailed?
Well, on behalf of all the coaches at Rossvale, it was a proud moment. Now, you see girls that's come through the academy getting a run out with the women's team, and what made it more special was it was in merit, because Craig and his staff had seen the girls perform at training and at games, so it wasn't just a publicity stunt. They were there in merit, so it was great to see, and it was a proud moment.
If I was to be, say, a player turning up to Rossvale, what would set this club aside from any other club?
Well, firstly, be well looked after on and off the field, and for me, the ethos has always been a family-orientated club. So, and we're a team. We work as a team. So there's no individuals here. We're all in it together, and it's a right strong bond right throughout the academy. That's what we're trying to create, and I think we've achieved that.
Perfect. And to sort of cap off the interview, what will it mean getting to play in the Championship? You touched on it before, that it's a good start to maybe building up progress in the Scottish game.
Well, it would be great to. That's for me and the club. If you get into the Championship, then you've got a goal there to perform and reach that goal and get to the SPL, establishing yourself, and also you've created a pathway there from Fun Fours right through to the Championship. So that is going to bode well for the club moving forward. And where I see it is instead of if the girls and the ladies have got that opportunity to play at the top level of the Scottish game, then they don't need to leave Rossvale to go to other clubs to achieve that. So our aim and goal is, let's take Rossvale as far as we can go and maintain and keep the players that we've got. There's no need for them to go elsewhere, because that is the aim.
Thanks very much. That was well answered. Thanks very much for your time during the interview. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.